One mom shared her family's unique timeout approach to punishment online and received some harsh criticism. Why? She said her daughter has the power to put her in timeout. The woman wrote, "Tonight, my 3-year-old sent my husband to timeout for not using his listening ears. He was so proud to be in control of the timer and gave my husband the biggest hug when his time was up." Joins today to discuss, family physician and author of Get the Behavior You Want Without Being the Parent You Hate, Dr. Deborah Gilboa. All right.
This is a 3-year-old?
A 3-year-old.
Mental timeout, as Dr. Phil would say.
That is a very developed 3-year-old.
Yeah, I would say.
Also, I think there's some real confusion and boundaries of who's the parent here. I mean, is this healthy or not, Dr. G?
It is not. There are a lot of 3-nagers out there who would love this power. And I understand that mom wants to be in an environment where anybody can say, hey, I want you to take a minute, or I think your behavior isn't as respectful as it could be. But 3-year-olds are not ready yet for, and don't want, actually, that power in the long run. So it's great for parents to model, to be like, hey, you know what? I need a minute. I'm going to take a break so that I can speak more calmly. You can model it, but you can't put that power in your 3-year-old's hands. Who's running this home?
Is there an age where it is appropriate?
No.
Kind of no.
No, it really isn't.
Because then you lose all control of that parent-child.
I would say to a tween or a teen, and I've said to my own sons, I have 4 of them, I've said, if I'm speaking to you in a way that you don't like, you can find a respectful way to tell me that.
Right.
I like that.
And I love that this family's obviously modeled reconciling after a timeout, because that's a really important part of the lesson, is coming back together, apologizing, the love's still there, the behavior's over, the kid is great, the parent is great, it was just the behavior that was bad.
Yeah.
And yes, we as adults often have bad behaviors, and owning that, being accountable, hey, I did not use my listening ears, or I did not use my kindest words, and I apologize for that.
I lost my temper.
That's great. But to say, and you can punish me just like I punish you, brings kids to a level where they can't get the strong foundation they need to know I count on you. You don't count on me to guide your behavior.
Right, children actually respond really well when you put boundaries around them. They may protest it, but the whole point that they might be protesting it and testing it, eventually they learn that this is their safe ground. And in a case like this, I think the cuteness of the story is distracting us from good parenting techniques. So Dr. G, I would love for you to share, what are some good scenarios for parents to put their children in timeout? Because I see this being utilized problematically all the time, where parents are putting their kids in timeout for things that they shouldn't, or they're implementing timeout in a way that isn't actually effective for changing behavior. So what are some of your tips on that?
Here's the reason that we put kids in timeout. It's to teach them self-regulation skills, to teach them what it feels like when their emotions have gotten the better of them, and how mindfulness, 10 seconds to breathe, or 1 minute for me to clean up the blood from the kid you hit, and then I will deal with you, right? So that they can be separate from the situation. I want my teen sons to know that when they are escalating, they have the option of walking away. They don't have to. So here's what we're teaching them. Take a minute.
Yeah.
When we use it as punishment, I don't want to see your face. I don't, you're a bad person. You don't deserve to be in this room. Get out of here. Those words, then our kids sit with those words and feel that pain that whole time. If what we're teaching them is self-regulation, then it's great. Kids do want boundaries, and an image that really helps me as a parent is the locking mechanism on a roller coaster. When I got on a roller coaster and they lock it in place and the 16-year-old comes along and checks, the first thing I do afterwards is check it too, right?
I do too.
But I don't check it after they checked it so I can pop it open so the ride will be more exciting. I check it to make sure it'll hold me. And that's what our kids do. We put a boundary in place and they push and they pull and they rock it to see if we can really hold them, if they can really count on us. And they can.
Those are such great points.
Yeah,
and thank you for that.
As
Before we go, real quick, timeout. You kept saying a minute. Is a quick 1-minute timeout, is that appropriate? Is that
For
enough?
most kids,
Okay,
absolutely.
that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I just want to let you two know that you
Yes.
have the power, if I'm ever
Can
being
we do
ornery.
timeouts on this show?
Yes. A 1-minute timeout is allowed.
1 minute, okay.
Yes.
But what if your behavior is so egregious that I have to give you a 2-minute timeout?
That's okay, just don't call the cops.
Okay.